Okay, I still have some of that blue opalite stuff, but this one is a darker variety, and I knocked this off a while ago when I first received this. So I'm going to nap this little piece. Yeah, it looks pretty clear. This one here, I don't know. It's got a lot of issues. But anyway, should be interesting. It's a deeper blue. It's got some cortex on it, but I think it'll be alright. We'll see. Ouch. Alright. Nothing like a little challenge. I hardly ever have those. Yep. Alright. I probably should have picked a better spot to do my first hit. Now it doesn't want to do anything. I guess it was already a crack there. Because this stuff is already feeling tougher than the other one. Can you see? Yeah, it's tougher. Tougher than the other one. Yeah, I did a lot of napping today. So I might be a little bit tired on this one. I might take the easy way out and do something very simple. How long is this one? Let's see. Yeah, this is only 2 inches. It's a tiny piece, but it's very interesting. All right, to mix up for it. I hope. No. It needs to be 20 inches, not 2 inches. Yeah, that'll be the day when I get a 20-inch long spall. Soon, though, I'm hoping I don't have to wait too long to be able to nap something that large. Probably Obsidian. Yeah, that's on my bucket list, to nap something 20 inches instead of 2 inches. This is translucent or something? Yeah. It's pretty cool. It is napping similar to the other one, but not nearly as crumbly. It's got a little bit of strength to it. I bet you all these pieces are very different from each other. I bet you. This is only the second piece. I've got 3 other nodules. I think this is from Georgia. I might have just mixed them together and not realized that these are from different people. That would not be good. I try to keep the addresses and the shipping labels with the rocks, but for some reason I can't always do it. And I'm saying to people that want to send me rocks, yeah, go ahead and send. I'm trying to keep it organized, and I don't know. I'm almost tempted to say, no, I'm full. I don't need no more rocks. I can't even keep track. But I can't resist sometimes. Most of the time. Okay, all the time. I'm curious to see what's out there. Yeah. Very curious. What am I going to make out of this? Something easy peasy. Please. I don't want nothing difficult. Not right now. So I'll probably make something with really delicate barbs. Yep. 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 Easy peasy, really delicate barbs. And a real pointy needle tip. Yeah. That's easy, huh? Really? No. Nope. Not easy. It won't be easy if I do that. Someone wanted me to make some AG points. I say someone, you gotta forgive me because I can't remember off the top of my head all these requests. Although I have all my requests written down. I have gotten that aspect taken care of. It's just a long list. Can I make an AG point out of this stuff? Probably, yeah, but it's not going to look that great. Because I don't want to get it too thin. AG points are supposed to be some of the most delicate, beautiful, and well-made points of all. I'm not going to be able to do a delicate, beautiful, well-made point out of this stuff. It's got to be a little bit more cooperative and a little bit more predictable. Although this isn't too bad, but it has issues in it. It's got cracks and stuff. So just when I least expect it, I bet you it's going to do something I don't like. So those of you who are new, you're going to say, what is this material again? I tried looking on the internet and it doesn't help. Yeah, well, don't worry. It doesn't help me either. I don't know what this is. It's better that I don't know. Why? Because you'll go searching from here to Timbuktu for this stuff. You'll find it, or what someone calls this, and you'll buy it, and you'll bring it home, or you have it mailed to you, and you'll start napping it. And you'll go, this is not what he napped in the video. Can't be the same stuff. It's called the same, but it doesn't nap the same. I gotta send him an email and send him some pictures. And this is what you call your stuff, but my stuff doesn't nap like yours. Is this right? Is this correct? I just spent like my whole children's Christmas present money on it. They don't tell me that they spent their children's Christmas money on it, but I bet you somebody does. Just because they want to nap something like this. It's on their bucket list, so they got to do it. Yep. And I'll say, I don't know. It looks the same. The guy that sold it to you sold you something that looks the same. So either it is the same and you're not able to nap it, or it's totally different. Yeah. So I'm not even going to try to identify it. Because we don't know. We're not even going to know. How do we know unless you send it to me? And usually when someone sends me some rock, I'll tap it. I'll go, oh, dang, this is why it's not working. Because it's made out of freaking concrete. Yeah. It's like blue concrete. He'll send me a chunk. This is imaginary and hypothetical, but I can just see it. He'll send me a chunk of this and it'll be like blue quartzite concrete, nasty, unnappable, and torture-inducing stuff. Yeah. So there you go. This is not unnappable, torture-inducing stuff. This actually naps, okay? Some of you new guys are not going to know what actually naps or not, because you can't nap anything no matter what it is. That's the disadvantage I used to have so much trouble in the beginning knowing what was good and what wasn't. That's the main obstacle. That's the main obstacle after watching YouTube videos, is to identify what's good and what's not, because you can't tell that from the video. It looks easy. Sometimes I nap extremely difficult stone to make it look easy. And you'll get the stone and you'll go, mine doesn't nap like that. Can I send you some? Yeah. Turns out the opposite this time. The stuff they have is extremely easy to nap. And the stuff that I was napping looks exactly the same, but it's very difficult to nap. But since they're new, they can't nap it even though it's excellent stuff. So it's the opposite problem. Actually, some high quality materials are extremely difficult to nap because they show all the mistakes. They don't give you no slack. No. They don't allow you to mess up on anything, because these high quality stones, no matter what you do, it'll release a flake in some way. And if you're new, you're going to be pressing off flakes in the wrong areas. You're going to get too much scoop outs. You're going to get a lot of overshots. Too many scoop outs. You're going to get snap in halves. All this stuff. And you're going to say to yourself, this must be a cruddy stone, man. Can't do nothing with it. And then you send it to me and it's like, no, this is excellent stone. Beautiful, actually. Really? Yeah. Dang it. Give it back. Haha. Give me back my stone now. Now that I know it's excellent, changes my whole mentality. So yeah. You never know. But don't send it to me. I don't like people to send those to me no more. Not the experimental stuff. You know, like, can you just check it and see? Okay, I'll check it and see. I've had so many check it and sees that's all if I kept saying yes to those, that's all I'd be doing all week, is checking and see, checking and see. Can you check and see this too? And I got a buddy who wants you to check and see. Can you check and see that? And I saw something that was pure yellow or pure red. Can you check and see if you have any of that? And if you can find it, can you check and see how it naps before you send it to me? Everything's check and see, check and see. I could make a whole bunch of items off camera just checking and seeing. I don't know if it'll make money. I doubt it. Probably not. That's why I don't do it, because it's just it's tedious. And I do a lot of check and see at Knappings. They'll hand me a rock. Can you check and see? At Knappings it's much easier because I can nap it right in front of them. And I don't have to describe nothing. I just go boop, 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 take off a few flakes, and I show them, yeah, it's easy. Oh, okay. I get you now. I get you. It takes like 5 minutes. But if I do it by email, it takes 5 days or something like that. They're not always available. I'm not always available. The stuff just sits on my shelf in my shop, and there's other stuff to do, but I got a lot of stuff clogging the area. And I don't feel like moving it because I'll lose it, or it'll get placed with something that's not supposed to be placed with, and I'll forget about it, or yada yada yada. There's a lot of variables involved in the testing and seeing that you don't see off camera. Yeah, I had a batch of obsidian one time. Can you test and see this obsidian? This is all I got. I got like 600 pounds of it. I'm saying, well, if you got that much, you can get used to it, no matter how bad it is. No, but let me just send it to you. Okay. He sends it to me. And I'm saying, you know what? I think it was a good idea that he sent it to me, because this stuff is so bad that I wouldn't have believed it if he told me. Yeah, there's some obsidian that is so bad, I would not have believed it if he just told me. He told me he couldn't do anything with it because there was something wrong with it. And he showed me pictures and nothing looked wrong with it at all. It just looked like regular silver sheen stuff. Yeah, it had bubbles in it. No, I get it. And the stuff, just any slight tap on the base, any slight tap, any chipping on the base or a stem area, if it's like over 2 inches long, it just snaps off in half, no matter what. You can even start pressure flaking and it'll snap right in half. That's how delicate it was as far as snapping in half. Everything else seemed like it was just regular silver sheen. But for some reason, it had no resistance to snapping in half at all. I couldn't do anything with it either. I'm going, yeah, dude, I'm kind of glad you did send it to me because I would not have known that this kind of stuff existed. I would have been in the dark and recommending silver sheen and other kinds of obsidians and not knowing that there's a bottom of the barrel type stuff. Oh, yeah. He had like 600 pounds of it. Yeah, so just be aware. I don't do the test it and see anymore, or try and see. I try not to do it. Once in a while, I'll do it, like I just did a batch for Angelo from Austria. I feel really bad for those guys because there's very few nappers. And I have a friend of mine who just went to France and looking for nappers in France. If you know anybody over there, let me know. If you know anybody in Jordan, the country of Jordan, let me know. That's what I'm looking for right now. I know there's nappers in France that watch my channel because I see the analytics. Yeah. A friend has a friend that's, I think he's either living in France or he's visiting for the summer, but he can't find any nappers to nap with or to exchange rocks with. And he knows that there's rocks in Sweden, but he doesn't know where to look or what beaches to go to. And there's places in Denmark to find rocks. You just need to know the exact location because there's very long coastlines there. You can be there for days just looking, driving around looking and not have any results on those beaches. But there's some beaches that are just completely covered with flint. Yeah. And it used to be that if you had a passport for one EU country, you could travel to any EU country. I think that's still the same. So if he was living in France, he could travel to Sweden looking for rocks, but he doesn't know where to look. So he would like a French buddy to go with him to check out the spots. Anyway, if you know of anybody, let me know by email. My email is jackcrafty2@gmail.com. Jackcrafty1 was my Yahoo address back in the day, like 20 years ago. Maybe not that long ago. I think I came up with the Jack Crafty handle in 2007. But I used it on forums because my first handle on this channel was Allergic Hobbit in 2007 or even 2005. I started surfing the net or checking out YouTube in 2005. That was my first experience. Then I figured out how to make a channel, so that was 2007. And it was Allergic Hobbit. I changed it to Jack Crafty because back in those days there were too many serious nappers and they were like part-time archaeologists. And they wouldn't tune into my channel or take me seriously because it was called Allergic Hobbit. You know, I might make a request. Can you check out what I'm doing on my channel and see if I'm doing it right? What's your channel name? Allergic Hobbit. Oh, okay. It's one of those guys. Sure, man. I'll check out your channel. Never did. I'm thinking this is a clown. This is a total clown. Unserious. So I changed the name. I shouldn't have caved. But then I started up another channel called Allergic Hobbit. That's got only natural tools. I don't post anything on there anymore because there were a lot of weirdos bugging me. I wouldn't say a lot, but there were some weirdos bugging me, so I didn't continue. I got discouraged about the whole thing. And also the counterfeit thing. If I teach people too well to make these things with natural tools, they can use that knowledge to create fakes. So there's two aspects to not continuing on that channel. But I did say relatively recently, if that channel goes up over 1,000 subscribers, I'll post some more stuff on it. And it has gone over 1,000 subscribers already, and a couple of months ago at least. So I'm going, dang it, now I gotta post. What am I going to start posting? What am I going to do on that channel? I do not know what I'm going to do on that channel. I've been thinking and thinking and thinking. Yeah, natural tools, but am I going to do art pieces? Because I don't want people using the knowledge to make fakes. Or am I going to make replicas, trying to come up with techniques that they might have used in the past and that kind of thing? What should I do? Or should I go in both directions? That kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know what to do. So I haven't do it. I don't know what to do. So I haven't done it. I want to do only art pieces, because then I just get normal people commenting. If I start doing replicas, I get all these strange comments. And a bunch of requests. Hey man, can you use buffalo horn, please? Yeah, I can. No, I mean on the video. I guess so. Why don't I want to do that? You know what napping with buffalo horn is like? It's like taking this, my mallet, ultra high molecular weight plastic, cut strips out of it and use that as a pressure flaker. That's what it's like to nap with buffalo horn. Like napping with a piece of plastic. That plastic is more flexible than buffalo horn, but not much more. Bison horn. Bison horn is best used for utensils like little spoons and cups, in my opinion. Not napping tools. I mean, you can pick up antler sheds. I don't think bison shed their horns, so you're not going to find bison sheds. You're just going to find maybe skulls, bison skulls with the horns attached. But then by the time you find those, they're kind of deteriorated, so they're not going to be that great. Yeah, an antler shed will work much better. And there's usually dozens out there if you've got an area that's got plenty of deer. So just use deer antler. Besides, intact bison horn was not only used for utensils effectively, but used for ceremonial headdresses. Yeah. Or they would, I've seen a comb made out of buffalo horn. Because it's just like plastic. I mean, I bet you if you made a comb out of buffalo horn and made it really nice and compared it to one made of plastic, they would look almost identical. You know, that black plastic stuff. I bet you. Yeah, because you polish up the bison horn. It can be polished as long as you use a wax or whatever. You can polish it up nice and bright. Bison horn is strange because it's like it feels, and I think it is, like hair. It's got striations in the bison horn that make it look like it's really thick layered hair, and it has the same texture, and when you burn it, it smells like burned hair too. So it's weird stuff. So it's like a big mass of hair bonded together. Now, is this good enough? I mean, I don't dare make it any thinner because there's no reason. No reason to. You can stick it on the thick. This is thinner than the thick one. Let's see how it works on the other one. Oh, don't tell me. I don't know where it is. Oh, dang it. I have that little dart foreshaft. Aha. Does it fit? It doesn't fit. Still too fat. Yeah. I need a mid-range. Or something. I got arrow foreshafts of different types and sizes. This is more of a European style here with the deep square bottom. I cracked it by mistake, like a dummy, jamming an arrowhead into it. Yeah. These are more Native American style, shallow. But this is too small. So yeah, I don't have a mid-range. Anyway, you don't want to see that anyway. You're just interested in what this came out to be and the dimensions and all that. Yeah. What is it? It started out around 2 and now it's like 1 and 15/16. Yeah. By 1 1/4. So it's good for hunting. I would hunt with something like this because it's thick enough. And with the other stuff, where is it? The stuff I napped yesterday, the lighter color, I would make this kind of point with it. Yeah. It's a lot more durable and a lot easier to haft, a lot easier to notch. And the way you haft it is you stick it in the split or notched foreshaft with a lot of glue, and that's it. No wrapping except underneath, so it won't split the shaft. You don't really need to wrap the arrowhead itself. The wrapping doesn't need to touch it. It just needs to go around the wood. Or you can wrap a little bit up on the wood with cross hatching. I mean, up on the blade with cross hatching, and then wrap it down below, just so it won't pop out. With a contracting stem like this, these things pop out of the haft, especially with the pitch glue, because pitch glue is highly brittle. You can break it and then pull it right out. And remember, Native Americans did not have beeswax to make the pitch more flexible. Okay, remember that. Okay, they would add animal fat, but it's difficult to get the proportions right. I've tried it. I still can't get the proportions right. It still cracks on me. I can never make a flexible pitch glue. You know, and after I reheat it, it changes its properties slightly. Every time it cools and reheats and cools and reheats in a little pot, it tends to change its properties just a little bit. Not much, but it's enough to be annoying. Okay. Sometimes things settle out of it. You got to keep stirring it up. And if you've got sediments and stuff in your pitch glue, like gravel, little pieces of powdered stone or whatever, it settles out, or it starts to bubble a lot, and it'll create a layer of bubbles at the top, and then you just scoop off the top and you apply it. The pitch glue is going to be bubbly and weak, so you're going to, it's just a matter of taking extra time, which is exactly what I don't want to do. All right, so that's what I'm going to make out of it. Nothing special. I don't know if these existed in the area of Georgia and Florida and Alabama, I suppose. It's not perfectly symmetrical because this side's straight and this side bulges out a little bit, but I don't care. All I did was I sharpened the edges after doing the basic shape, and that's it. All right. Nice colors, though. I like it. All right. There you go.